Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, my Sagittarius friends and friends of Sagittarius. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and hey, I'm Zachary. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So, Sagittarius, all messages here are timeless. Please know that you found this at exactly the time you needed. You're right on time. If any other messages do catch your eye, I encourage you to take a look. There is a message in there for you to hear or see. So, Sagittarius, my Saggy friend. In meditation, I had a few things come through for you guys. So first, it was like the image of somebody was slicing a sword through the air. It wasn't really hitting anything. It was just kind of like the sword marks, I guess, that was coming through in the air. So swinging at something to cut through. Trimming the fat is what came through next. And then the thought of what no longer remains. So what that made me think of was like, there is, in trimming the fat, so some of you may, like for very few of you, I feel some of you may be losing weight in that way, and focusing on what no longer remains. There's this idea of like focusing on or feeling like what has been lost is still there. And this could be a good, positive or negative thing. But trimming the fat mostly as far as like what is not serving you anymore, what is just dead weight, what emotionally, spiritually, what is it that you're carrying around that is dead weight that needs to be trimmed. Close the book and close your eyes is what came through at the end there. So what that made me think of was meditation, first of all. The book here is like something that's happened in the past that you may be rereading, going over and over, trying to relive that moment, or just having a hard time coming to the reality that it's gone, which is hard, you guys. That's I get it. But the message is coming through to close that book and to go inside, to start meditating here. I feel like there is a request to connect with your team right now, if you need additional help, okay? In getting over a connection to what is no longer there. A phantom limb comes through. Interesting. Yeah, ask for help, you guys. All right, so let's get into your message here in the tarot. Spirit, what do we have here for Sagittarius? This is the Fortuna deck I'm going to be starting with. And a huge shout out to my channel members, you guys. Hello. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your support. I am truly delighted and excited to have you here. If you are interested in becoming a channel member yourself, there is a join button right next to the subscribe button underneath the video here. You can click on that, check out the various levels that I have offering. Also on my main page, there is that link as well. I have 8 of Pentacles here at the split, so I do feel like there's a little bit of burnout, some exhaustion going on here for you guys. I do have extended videos available. You can check that out. Links in the description of this video here. You can buy that individually or join a membership to have access to them all. It's up to you. Check it out. All right, so what's going on for Saggy? Sagittarius. Queen of Keys here. So Queen of Swords is what this is. Hopes and dreams is the position that this is in here. So Queen of Keys, Queen of Swords is somebody who is pursuing truth, the truth. I feel like I'm drawn back to this meditation here, like going through this book, whatever this book is that needs to close. It's almost like you feel like you were slighted, or it is that you are missing a situation or person, or you just feel like something's missing in general. I'm seeing kind of 8 of Cups. Feeling like something is missing that's not. So it's like you're combing through this story or something to find truth that maybe will turn back the hands of time, or will be your saving face, saving grace is what comes through. Interesting. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm going to go with, you want this one. Okay. So this is the This May Hurt Tarot. For Sagittarius as well, please, Spirit. What other messages do we have? And this is a general message, so please keep that in mind. 10 of Wands. Yep, there's something that needs to be released here, but there is stress around releasing it for some reason. So let's investigate. You are extremely intelligent. You are also a grand co-creator here. Please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher which messages may be for you and which ones are not. Feel free to leave the ones that are not for you behind. Check out your rising moon, Venus, any other major placements in your chart. You are definitely a complex story, a Sagittarian friend. There's 10 of Wands here again at the split. Something needs to be released. I encourage you guys to take a look, okay? You are more than your sun sign. So in your fear, aversion here, anxiety, you have 2 of Swords. 555 on the timer here as well. Major life change coming through for you guys. So 2 of Swords, there is a decision that needs to be made. And having the Queen of Keys, Queen of Swords here in your hopes, it's like you're trying to avoid whatever this decision is that needs to be made. Like you're going back and trying to find another route through whatever is going on for you right now. Kind of feeling between a rock and a hard place. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I do feel like whatever this decision is that needs to be made, there are much greener pastures beyond this landscape here. Like being myopic comes through. Interesting. Short-sighted. Okay. Not seeing something greater picture-wise. All right. Let's get into your message, Sagittarius. Ace of Elixirs here. So Ace of Cups to start. I feel like you guys are wanting a new start to something. Could be a relationship. Maybe you're looking for a relationship. Maybe you are or have been putting work into yourself. You're wanting to connect with others in a new way. Or you want others to connect with you in a new way. I very much get this feeling of like nausea surrounding a journey. You don't have to take this journey, but you don't have to be happy either. You don't have to do anything in this life, right? Well, the only thing that we have to do is at some point transition, die. That is literally all that we have to do in this life. And I know it can be argued that, oh, we have to do taxes, this and that. At least here in the United States, you can actually exit the tax system if you so choose. But that means you also can't have a driver's license or use money. You know, they get you. They get you. But there's something about like you want to take this journey, but it's making you sick. Why? What was I just saying? Death comes in here, you guys. Oh, I love it. I love you guys too. I don't love I was just saying that. The only thing that we have to do here in life is at some point die. Everything else between then is your choice. I feel like what's coming through, like in this process with the Queen of Keys, where you're hoping to find some truth, like some saving grace or saving face, to save face, some little nugget of like logic or, I don't know, the right words to say to help you avoid this nausea. But I feel like it's not about that. Interesting. What is this about then, Spirit? 911 on the timer there. Asking for help? You don't have to make this decision alone? Okay. What are you talking about here, Spirit? Tell me more. I'm invested. What's going on with Sagittarius here in the general? What is making them nauseous? Wrong question. What do they need to do about this journey? 10 of Wands. That came through twice here as I was shuffling the This May Hurt tarot too. There's a need to release a burden, you guys. There's something major that needs to be released here. You've gone far enough with this weight. 10 of Swords here at the bottom too. Oofda, you guys. 10 of Swords here. This is rock bottom. Betrayal, painful loss. There's nothing there but pain. No pain, all pain, no gain there, okay, in the 10 of Swords. So the request here is to let death come through, this transition. Whatever it is, that lean into the nausea is what comes through. So what if you puke? Okay. Thanks, Spirit. So what if you puke? I feel like that's something that needs to come up. This is interesting, you guys. Anything else here? Move forward, Kate. I'm interested here for you guys. So your good stuff here. King of Candles comes through to start. So King of Wands. I feel like this is an opportunity for you guys to shed arrogance and to move more towards like true strength and leadership. Some of you may be looking to start a business, to become an entrepreneur yourself. I feel like 11:11 on the timer there too. I feel like this is an opportunity to really like hit that reset button hard. Like hard. Puke it out. Hit the reset button. Okay, let's keep going. Six of Cups here too, in your good stuff. So I do get this idea of, or this feeling of a gift connected to your inner child here. Maybe this is why you're feeling nauseated about this journey. Because to some degree or at some level, you know that something needs to, like, you know what needs to be let go of here in the Ten of Wands. And it may be more than you're willing to part with. Oh, interesting. Like I was saying with like the tax system, you know, you may be going, well, I don't want to pay taxes anymore. But then finding out what that takes or what that means to step out of that, you go, well, I don't really want to not be able to drive anymore either. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want something, but you're not willing to pay that price towards it. But the Six of Cups here being in the good stuff, there is, and Two of Swords here being in your anxiety, this choice, I feel like there is another option or options coming forward, tapping into this energy of your inner child. Like, what is it that your inner child wants? Stepping away from the idea of the tax system because they didn't care about that. When I grow up, I want to separate from the tax system. I feel like your inner kiddo here has some tips and tricks for you right now. Or there's a way of being when you were younger that would really serve you as you're going through this. Can we get some more information on the Six of Cups here, please, Spirit? Why Six of Cups? What about the inner child for Sagittarius here in the good stuff? What do they need to know? I do feel like it's connected, like there's a message. The gift here is a reminder. Simba, remember who you are. This one here. Five of Wands. So Five of Wands, typically this is like, oh my gosh, not fighting, but sparring here for the sake of sparring. I kind of actually get more playtime here with this, to be honest with you, especially being in the 8-bit tarot. So they're all fighting with these wands, not swords. It's kind of like sparring, practice playtime. I kind of get this feeling of going back to this place with your inner child where you were fighting off the dragon, saving the princess, or going on an adventure. There's something about playtime, like the imagination and playtime. Doesn't matter what your gender was, okay? I'm just talking about imagination. There's something about stepping into your imagination again. There is a great expanse of possibility that's available to you in your imagination. The leader that you are starts with your imagination. Yay, we got there. Thank you, Spirit. 1444 on the timer too. So 144 and 444. Woo, you guys, you are being supported in this process. I feel like learning to play again here, like you did as a child, using your imagination, is a lubrication here in whatever needs to be released with the Ten of Wands. Whew, getting a little dizzy on that. My goodness, you guys. It's a lot of energy. And yes, it is. So what you don't see coming here, what is in the dark, the Tower. So we are in a time right now where there are a lot of towers coming through for a lot of people. I don't like to dismiss it as a, oh, well, it's just a collective thing. The tower is, well, it sucks. It's not always the best energy. It's not something I think that most of us sit around and wait for. Sometimes we do activate tower energy on purpose. But most of the time, like it's hard to get through. Okay. I do feel this on an individual level here, though. There's something that is going to be revamped. There's something in your old life, in your old world, 1555 on the timer there too. 555, major change, you guys. And that's what this tower is representing. The tower needs to come down. That the 10 of Wands, that needs to be released. Death needs to come through. So I do feel you have an opportunity here with death being in your general with Ace of Elixirs. There is a new journey that's available here for you guys to take. But if you don't allow death to come through and transition in the way that it needs to, typically that is when the tower comes through. And that's why I'm saying, like, it's not a great time, It comes through not as a punishment, but as a, well, this needs to happen. It needed to happen, but you're trying to force it to not. So life comes in and says, this is just the way it's got to be, okay? Like I said, sometimes we can instigate a tower, and sometimes that's necessary. We need to blow everything out of our life or our path. But that is what I feel like is coming here, is like the reset button, hitting that reset button hard. It may be a little bit painful because there are some things that need to go, but all in all, it's for the best. God damn it, you guys. Oh, 10 of Swords here too with the tower. I don't like the combo. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't feel like this transition is easy, but neither is like draining a boil. Okay. And it is also not painful. That's kind of what I feel like is going on here. Whatever has been allowed to carry on that is not aligning with your higher journey here is coming to a point where that will be removed. That boil will be drained. And it's a painful process to go through, but it's painful to have the boil. And that's what I'm getting. That's like, it's so painful, it's causing you nausea. I feel like this is a disconnect from what it is that your inner child wants for you too, for your life. It's time to step into that path. What was your original path? Why did you stray off of it? Of course, things change. But this, this fell over here. Ace of Wands. This is what happens after you release whatever's needed here in the 10 of Wands. You're starting this new journey here. But yes, why did you stray away from what it was that you wanted as a child? I know there are logical things that come up, but closing the book, like the book I feel like is this instruction manual, maybe that you've created in your own head or somebody's given to you. This is what your life needs to look like. It's time to close that book, because that book doesn't contain what it is that you are meant to do, what is best for your highest good, for you to participate in the highest good of others. It's inside here. So it's time to close the book and close your eyes. The journey that you're looking for, the path through, it's inside, you guys. Inside. Sagittarius. Can we get some more information here for Sagittarius on the Tower and the 10 of Swords? Oh, how did that flip over? Knight of Pentacles. You might feel a little pinch. This is for the point of expansion. Excuse me. The star here at the bottom too. Star comes after the tower. So this is like the kiss from the universe after you fall down and smacked your little head, right? Or scraped your knees. That is the renewed hope. That is a gift coming from spirit, because you're making the decision to recenter, recollect your direction. The Knight of Pentacles here, it is expansion. This is the point of it all, to expand. The Knight of Pentacles also, though, and being drawn to that book, creates a game plan on how to get somewhere and follows that day by day. Day by day. So I feel like two parts that's drawing to what I was just saying there as far as closing that book, that instruction manual was never for your highest good. It's time to write a new one. Okay? Based off of what's going on in here. And that original one may have started that way, but it's gone so far off track that it's nothing but like toxic. It's causing you nausea. Okay, so moving into your challenge, yeah, for sure. The Emperor. So your challenge in this time is taking your power back, taking control back in positive ways, in ways that allow you to rule your realm again. I feel like, so the Emperor in the standard deck, there is, he's holding a Ankh in his right hand and that globe in his left. And in the left, it symbolizes the Emperor understands that in order to rule in a healthy way, he must also be connected to the divine feminine, to the Empress. There must be a balanced connection in order for that to happen. And I feel like part of what your obstacle is right now is what comes through. Your challenge, your obstacle, is getting into this receptive state, receiving what is it that this inner child is trying to tell you. It's not a fight, it's playtime. I see. So this message that's coming through, you may be, whatever it is that's telling you, for however many different reasons you're trying to avoid it, it is not there as a fight. It's there to help spur you into being creative and tapping into your imagination again. So yes, I feel like in order to properly rule yourself right now, there is an extreme need to tap into your receptivity as well, to allow a healthy balance, Mercury, to allow a healthy balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine here. So 9 of Cups comes in here next for your challenge. Some of you might be having difficulty with the child, your inner child. Ah, yes, a physical child here or an inner child. Childbirth, more primarily, is what the 9 of Cups can symbolize. The 9 Cups of 9 months of childbirth. More so, this is your personal satisfaction, though. A part of your challenge right now is realizing that in order to go where you want to go, manifest what you want to manifest, you have to experience it as if it's already happened. You have to know that it's there for you. And I feel like that this is a part of what has led you astray or off track here a little bit, is forgetting that the experience you want to experience exists for you. That inner child knows that. They always knew that. It was never a question. We never questioned what wasn't available to us until somebody told us it wasn't available. It makes me feel emotional. You're being requested to get back to that state of being, okay? And this is a challenge, but in getting there, you are taking control of your life again. Oh, some advice here for Sagittarius overcoming this challenge or obstacle. Blah. Advice for Sagittarius on overcoming this obstacle, please, Spirit. You have the Tower and 6 of Pentacles. So, couple things here. The Tower that's coming through here, there is a need to take this with grace, is what comes through. This Tower's coming down. You guys, whatever this is, whatever it is that you have been avoiding is coming down. Okay? And this is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be pain-free. But ultimately, this is allowing you to start over in the ways that you deserve to start over. The 6 of Pentacles as advice as well, to let this flow. This is the flow of in and out, to allow yourself to receive help in this situation. And I feel like the help that's coming here is both inside, your inner child, that family dynamic, but also your higher power here too. God, universe, your angels, guides. Asking for assistance here as you're going through this, because I don't feel like it's gonna be easy, you guys, but it's necessary. Okay, let's keep moving forward here. Three main pieces of advice for Sagittarius here in this period. What is helpful for Sagittarius? What do they need to know? One more here. You want two more? Just the top one. Okay. Confession. Releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. I feel like this is directly connected to this path, like, and in searching with the Queen of Swords there, searching through that book for like the truth, a piece of information that will allow you to get away from whatever this pain is. But I feel like the only way to lessen the fall here is to be truthful. And maybe you're looking for a way to be truthful about something too. This confession doesn't have to be towards somebody else. It could be apology, forgiveness through mutual understandings. Could be. Maybe you owe somebody an apology. Deception. False illusion, scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits. I feel like this is deception towards yourself. Like I said, whatever this path was, your inner child is wanted from the beginning. You're stepping away from that. You're deceiving your inner child. We're going to go get ice cream. No, we're getting ice cream. Like, we're getting ice cream, but you never go get ice cream, right? Go get ice cream, you guys. Patience, manifestations are on the way. I feel like this tower needs to come down first. Whatever it is that your heart truly wants right now, in order to get there, some things need to come down. And for some of you, there's some confession, deception. There's a need to be honest about something that has happened, either with yourself, with others. Having apology come through there. I have a tendency to feel that it is like towards somebody else. I don't know. Let's keep going. So animal spirit messages here for Sagittarius, please. The hawk. The phoenix here too. I feel like you guys are going through this process of being able to let the phoenix rise. And this is moving Kundalini energy from the root chakra through the sacral to the solar plexus. That is the phoenix rising. In order to do that though, root chakra, there's a need for safety. Sacral chakra, this is your life force energy. There's authenticity and honesty that needs to be happening here. You cannot be out of alignment with yourself and allow that phoenix to rise. Bringing up to the sacral, your identity, your confidence, your creativity, your imagination, that inner child. Maybe there are some things that need to happen with your parents, issues that need to be healed there with yourself or with them. Like, not every situation's different, okay? Or healing those family dynamics within yourself too. But the hawk, this is a need to pay attention. So myopic came through earlier, being short-sighted here. This is a need to pay attention to the micro and the macro. The hawk is paying attention to all details. And that's what I feel like you're missing, either the micro details or the macro details right now. Pull some Gemini energy in for you. You guys are definitely a lot better at seeing the macro, usually. Gemini, your sister sign across the wheel, is a little bit better at seeing the micro. And they can look extreme to each other, but yeah, borrow some of that energy right now, I feel like. Maybe you need to go watch the Gemini reading. Maybe you owe Gemini an apology. I don't know. You tell me, Sagittarius. Or they owe you an apology. Okay, let's get into 2911, 911 again. Asking for help, you guys. I feel like there's some walls that need to come down for some reason. For some of you. Protecting... I mean, like Sagittarius, I know when you are done with somebody or somebody, like, you're done. I get it. There's something about that. Like, even lowering your walls to be a little bit more gentle about your own experience or something you've been through. The king and the desert. Okay. I'm going to read the king here in the book. So the desert, this is kind of how I feel like you may be feeling here. You're reaching out. You want to be the king, reaching out to help others. Be that emperor, but this is in your challenge too. Feeling lost here in the desert even. You're parched. You need water. But I do feel like there is like a restriction for asking for help. Sagittarius can be prideful, I would say. It could be restricting themselves from asking for help. Don't do that. You deserve help. King, the ruler, the commander, the emperor. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. And I feel like in being that oppressing force, you're thrown out here into the desert, straight to jail. Okay. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. That connection to the divine feminine as well helps to quell that. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. Yesh. So in light, benevolence, divine leadership, and service. When in dark, oppression, misuse of power, and corruption. Having the apology come through, confession, there may be some of you that have some situations where you have abused power. And if that's the case, I feel like it's really important in this pursuit with the Queen of Swords in looking for that truth to take that into consideration as well and to be appropriate about it, not to beat yourself up, because that's not what we're here to do. Okay, that's still an abuse of power, to beat our own selves up. What is it that you need to learn from a situation? If you did step out of line, so to speak, if you moved from that benevolence of the king to that oppression recently, or there's a time that is coming up from you want to restart because of this, but you're having a hard time doing that, you feel like you're drowning in the sand that came from that oppression, bring in some divine feminine here, you guys, okay? Allow yourself to give yourself some compassion, maybe even an apology towards yourself. Shit. Okay, Sagittarius. This one went a little bit longer. Thank you, guys. I feel like it was an important message, though. I am going to move into the extended now. So if you're interested to dive a little bit deeper here, links are in the description, like I said, and I do take personal readings if you're interested. My Cash App and PayPal links are in there also. If you feel called to donate, something touched you about this message today, I truly appreciate it. It goes a long way in helping this channel, and thank you, thank you. All right. I love you, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for being here. If this is where we part, it was good to see you, and I will see you soon. Be well.